toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And he goes absolutely nowhere. The return will lose yards.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Pocket breaking down. On the run, still looking. Now he'll fire back into the middle.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Wolverines! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Outstanding athleticism, but not very efficient on the catch. That's a loss of yardage.
Now, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right down the middle. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Want a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Correct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. film between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll immediately call timeout. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Gideon. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. See if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through a tackle. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's Hicks. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
On target over the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bears decide to punt it away. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He's going to run it. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Rhodes. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got him in the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Find some fresh air.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. At It's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. There's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Michigan offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rhodes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And It'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time.
Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're...
Touchdown, Wolverine! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarter coming. Off play action on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Rhodes. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The RPO, it's complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Trying to pound it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flips it out in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Face to grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Open in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bears headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Rose. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on